memory of the day for this would be, this is the day, this is for, well, it's August 23rd again. I'm doing a lot of after midnight stuff. But this is for August 22nd. This is day 70. No, what the hell? Just jumped 30 days into the future. This is day 47 of 366. And this is like the race against the storm. Back in Johnstown, where I grew up and spent most of my life, there's this abandoned road, which I mentioned not too long ago, actually, in the Night of the Fireflies. The Night of 1,000 Fireflies. That road. It was completely washed out by the 1977 flood. And the road runs about 3.5 miles. From Minersville all the way to the Hingston Run Dam. And it's it's no, like I mentioned on the Night of the Fireflies. There's no traffic out there. There's no houses. Nobody. It's just an abandoned dirt rocky road. So one summer day in the mid-90s, me and Karen went and got some sandwiches, got some beef jerky, got some drinks, and began to make our way out the road on foot and wheels. And we had done this a number of times. Sometimes we'd go out part way. There's a shooting range about halfway out. Sometimes we would just go out to there. There was an area that we called the Bricks, which was an area where there was just a bunch of bricks that were drifting up out of the road. Sometimes we'd just go there. Sometimes we would go the entire way, which was a heck of a hike. 7 miles round trip. There was a nice waterfall out there that would run sometimes. And it would take a solid 2 to 3 hours to get out the road one way for us, just because it was very tricky. It was there are several parts where very tricky to maneuver what's the best path to take to get this wheelchair through there. And there's one section that was just shy of the shooting range, which was about halfway out, about 1.5 miles, 1.75 miles out. That was like a mud bog, and it was always muddy. If it had rained a few days prior, there was no way to get the wheelchair through there, because it would just be completely bogged down with mud. If you had gone a week or so with no rain, you could probably get around it. Anyway, this had been a time where it had been, a week or so, so we had enough room to go out there and get by the mud bog. So we went out there. Yeah, it hadn't rained in almost like 2 weeks on this particular day. We got there. It was still mostly muddy, but it was stuff that was enough dry around the edges that we were able to get through. We get all the way out the dam. We go the rest of the way out. Sit down, take our location, start to have some food. Unwrap our sandwiches, get our beef jerky, or potato chips, or what else we had, and our drinks, and literally maybe get a bite or two, and then out of nowhere, thunder. There's a thunder roll, and we look off to the west, and moving towards us, out over the horizon, way faster than it should be, there's a storm coming. And this is prior, like I said, this is early mid-90s. So this is pre-cell phone. This is not, cell phones were for rich people back then. And so There is no, like I mentioned, no homes, no cover. There's nothing between where we're at and home except the road. Um, there's nowhere to go take shelter. There's nothing. There's nothing. And we know, we realize right away, if we don't get past the mud bog before that storm hits, we're not getting home on foot. You know, I don't know what we're gonna do. So we wrap up the food, throw it into the backpack on my chair, and we go flying down that road on foot and wheelchair. I don't know how I didn't fly out of the chair a few times. I mean, we just turned the power up on the chair as fast as we could go. We're going downhill. We're going uphill. We're going back downhill. I mean, Karen's running alongside me. We are just flying. We get to the mud bod section, and just as we get by it, the storm lets loose, and the wind is blowing. It wasn't lightning. There wasn't no lightning or that, but the wind was howling through the valley. It was raining up at times. I mean, we turned around and we looked, and we could see just rain swirling in the sky, and rain's coming up, hitting us from underneath. It was insane. We fly down the rest of the road as fast as we can. We get to the end of it, and I swear I've never been that cold or wet in my entire life. I mean, we couldn't see, water's running down our face. We stop at the Aces. Whoop is there. Whoop's asks like, "What happened?" We don't know what happened, and you know he brought out towels. We dried off. We were like, "Oh my god." Uh, so the day did not go exactly as we had planned, but it was definitely our record for traveling the length of the road on foot, and is definitely another memory of mine. And I'll never forget the experience of flying down that road on foot, knowing, hey, there's no one, there's nothing else we can do here. This is it. So that is my memory of the day.